live at 5:30. It's Offer Review. We got some hot off the press data mines, flavor for your ear, if you will. First things first, this is for the fourth Horseman, which is going to be Death, and it mentions Bionic Avengers. Bionic Avengers. What is a Bionic Avenger? Nobody knows. Apparently, this is a Scopelnex Boundless brand new tag. It doesn't look like it has any official like comics or anything like that. So what I'm curious if it says, and this is going to be like the 5 and 10. And so this is a data mine subject to change, of course, but Bionic Avenger. Now, when I think of Bionic Avenger, I thought of Winter Soldier, but it could just mean what we've been talking about. And I don't know if this is what it is. I don't know. It could be Vision, Iron Man, Hulkbuster, Vision, whatever her name is. I'm not sure her name is. And then Deathlock. Deathlock makes sense. Maybe that is going to be the Bionic Avenger tag. We do not know. Also, lots of data mines right here. A couple things to keep in mind. We got the next Strike Pass is going to feature Dr. Voodoo. More importantly than that, we've got an announcement on the Valkyrie. And my understanding is Valkyrie is going to be an event campaign. Event campaign is the good one that we all like, the one that's super player friendly. Event campaign, and that is supposed to start on the 23rd of July. Now, typically, it's like when are the offers going to be released? Typically, anywhere from 10 to 7 days before the event is usually the release schedule. So that could be anywhere from a couple days from now towards the end of the week. But after reading this message, it makes me feel that Valkyrie can come anytime this week. We will see. Then also, I think this is kind of a big deal. And I'm going to read this word from word because this is a proper apology from Scopely. As you know, a lot of people were issued out a really nasty message saying that your account is being watched, you're a cheater, blah, blah, blah. And they did put out a simple message on social media, but there was nothing in game. And the problem with putting out a message in social media is that it's not translated. It doesn't go to everybody. And not everybody looks at their social media. And their social media is predominantly in English. So this message right here says, you may have recently received an inbox message noting that your account is being monitored for exploits or cheating. We did not intend to send this message to you or anyone else. We would like to explain what happened. First, there was an error on our end that unintentionally granted your account points towards the Roland Rebels event. Secondly, to correct for this, your account, along with a few others, were removed from the event leaderboards to recalculate scores, not to disrupt the rank rewards. You'll have your rewards sent separately. This action triggered an automated message, which is the one you saw. This was an old message that meant for players who had been caught cheating. So if you saw this message, you were annoyed, and not everybody did. But if you did, it was a message that's saying is that we're watching your account closely and we're removing you from the leaderboards. Again, this was our error, not yours. And apologize for any suggestion that you were exploiting or cheating. It was never meant for you. We are addressing the issue to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And people that were removed from the leaderboards. So this is for people that purchased an offer. Like for me, I purchased a $5 offer. It maxed out my Dazzler milestones for the month prior. They sent me a nasty message, and then I was paid out on Friday the leaderboard rewards. So a lot of people overlooked that, but they're actually for people that this affected and who this message is targeted to was paid out on Friday. So I got to give them credit where credit's due. Again, they're making things right. I feel like this is amazing because this particular message led to many players being extremely upset, and I'm minimizing how upset they were. And they were very vocal, and they used a lot of 4-letter words and things like that. They were pretty upset, and I know a handful of players that reached out to me that were really upset and shooken by this horrible message. Anyways, so they did send out almost immediately that night an apology, but I think a lot of people missed the apology, so that it's good that it went in game. Also, let's take a look at what we got here. 2 months ago, Scopely acknowledged they need to catch up on character farmability. And I'm not going to read all of this post, but the part that I do want to read is, first of all, sending a character at arena orbs is not farmable by anybody's standards. But I think the part that really bothers me is that they skipped Icarus and Cersei. Also, Icarus and Cersei were behind that list of overdue characters to be farmable. They went down the list with Lady Deathstrike and Shang-Chi. Then they skipped Eternals to do Magic and now Spider-Punk. Sure seems like they don't want to make the most powerful duo in the game farmable. What a surprise. And I just wanted to put out there, Rogue is amazing. I probably need to make a couple videos about her in Arena. Rogue is not a joke, by the way. I've been running her with like Dormammu and Cersei and Icarus and Morgan Le Fay and Emma. No, not Dormammu. I'm running them with Emma, Icarus, Cersei, Morgan Le Fay, and Rogue. And it's amazing. At 0 red, 3 yellow stars, Rogue is amazing. And anyways, Icarus and Cersei are still quite incredibly useful in Arena. And it'd be nice if they were made farmable. I suspect they're going to hold on to those guys for a little bit longer. I think that would be a smart business decision. And also, if you're playing in the Scourge event, Icarus and Cersei are instrumental on nodes 8 and 9. I suspect they want to milk the whales and milk out some offers. I would expect sometime in the next week to be a whole bunch of Eternals offers of some sorts. And then maybe after that has all been flushed out and they've milked the whales to the fullest, then maybe they'll make them farmable. That's what I predict. They're pretty much scopely evil planned, and I like it. What they're saying is that they're making defensive war teams Scourge teams. And so they're specifically calling out Young Avengers. I got to say, I very much like my Young Avengers, not only on defense and war, but I like them on offense in Cosmic Crucible. And they were the highlight. They were the mandatory team, really, of the Scourge Rogue event, right? Nodes 5 and 10, the other teams, Inhumans and Inhumans and A-Force were like sack teams. Like they're like, people are pretty upset about that. They're not being useful at all. So people have been, I just want to point this out. People have also been asking me is where does Hero as Guardians fit into this? Now, when they announced that Hero as Guardians were going to be a part of the third Scourge event, which is going to be War, they said there was going to be 2 more teams. And their team right now does not look like it is a Young Avenger type team. We really need to see what the other 2 teams are. And so when we have that information, then maybe we can make a determination of, are they going to be as unimportant as Inhumans are, as unimportant as A-Force? Because this team, as far as nodes 5 and 10 are concerned, have completely dominant by Young Avengers. And the other 2 teams are just literally just like burner teams to burn cooldowns. They do nothing. Kind of sad. Anyways, I think most people, I know for me, like for several weeks now, I've been saying that I'm focusing my resources initially on Young Avengers, then A-Force, then Inhumans. Boy, but they're worse than I thought they were going to be for sure. Tower Mode and Pocket Dimension, yes, they are going to come back. And I believe Community Manager Archangel said that somewhere in one of his messages that they would be returning at some time in the future. I don't think right now would be a good time for that. And I don't know if it'll happen this patch, especially when the Rogue Scourge event is running right now. And then I'm just going to put this. This is not updated from the other day, but a lot of people have been asking me for this because this shows like, what place, what position you need to get currently with 207,000 people. I'm expecting this number to grow to 270,000 and how many yellow and red stars you would get for the Rogue Scourge event. So screenshot this if you want to come back to it. It seems to be a good thing. Now let's get to offer review. We've got a couple offers that look interesting. First things first, we're going to go into my main account, and then we'll go over to my free-to-play account. Limited time offer. Trash! This offer is garbage. Yuck. This is literally anchor pricing to trick you. I don't see any value in this at all. Trash. More trash. Pretty much all the milestone offers that have some sort of milestone currency in it, I'm not a fan of them. Specifically not the Summer of Blunder. I'm still going to call it that, which is a month-long event. Not going to say that that is worth it. And then this is for the current event that's running right now. Let's just move past all of these convoluted offers now. This is a Kraken snack. If you are a purchaser of gold and training materials, this does add some value. There is quite a bit of gold and training materials in there. Not the best deal, but it is a helpful amount of gold. Let's move on. There we go. We've got Kate. You can see that I've got one of these purchased. I got to give a shout out to somebody who sent me a donation on Twitch last night so that I could purchase this, and it did help me get a 2.3 million run. Big shout out to Graveskull7 for donating $30. Go buy the Kate Bishop. Thank you, my friend. Actually, I don't know if this will show up on the screen, but I will throw it up there if it does. Oh, there it is right there. Thank you. So I did purchase that yesterday. And then right here, we've got Shadow Spider offer 75 Miles Shards and a training orb for $10. If you need Miles, that's fantastic. I don't think he's super useful in this event. Not like I would say about Squirrel Girl or Chavez or any of the Young Avengers. But he's technically a Young Avenger, but in the build that I'm doing. There's another gold event right there. If you're in the market for gold, this does add up to my $1.50 per gold orb valuation. It does line up there. Actually, I feel like that's a pretty good deal. And then you can see that I purchased one of these. I'm actually at parity with my training material orbs and gold orbs. So now I'm probably going to slow down my spending if I can. We've been talking about a lot of this today on stream about hoarding and not hoarding. I have flushed so many of my resources for this event, and I feel like I'm good. And now I'm going to go back into hoard mode. I mean, if you're a hoarder, when is the time to spend the resources? And for me, I wanted to do well on the Rogue event, so I flushed a lot of my resources in the last week. Because I had been hoarding them for this event. Now, if you don't care about this event, then hoard for an event that you do. But I did care about this event, so largely, I felt like this was the time to spend those resources that I had been hoarding for a long time, and now I probably will start hoarding for the next event, right? For the next the War Scourge event. So we're in famine right now. The next one's going to be War, and the last one's going to be Death. Let's move on. I don't really like that. I think we're pretty much now we're going to scroll past everything and say everything is trash. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. $25 for 50 Star-Lord T'Challa. I do get use out of him inside of the tech raid in Doom 2.3. I also used him inside of DD5. I don't know what the importance of him right now inside of the Rogue Scourge event, so that doesn't make any sense to me. So anyways, I'm not going to be buying this, but I feel like he's still a fairly useful character. Now, I believe that we're going to get a proper tech raid team, so I don't know if this is the time to go, like, just to buy him for the tech raid team. I feel like there's a tech raid team around the corner. Maybe wait a couple of weeks to see if we get any announcements on a tech raid team. All the rumors, like on that slide that I showed you at the beginning of the video, those were just rumors is pointing towards that. Maybe that's that Bionic Avenger team. I don't know. Maybe wait for that. Trash. More trash. I believe everything is trash. We're just going to scroll down to the very bottom here and see if there's anything worth talking about or a one core offer. Sometimes we get some random stuff down here that I don't expect. All right, we've got all garbage. I don't want you, shocker. All right, let's go to the free-to-play account, and we're going to quickly scroll through this and bypass all of the duplicate offers. We've got Ravagers Unite. We've got a Ravager offer right here, $30 for 180 times 4. Well, I guess if you want to to Star-Lord along with those 4 guys right there. Star-Lord is definitely the most scarce. These 4 guys have been available since the beginning of the game, really. Been out for a long time. Anyways, that's for bulk shards. I suppose that's pretty reasonable deal. If you compare the cost of that, for $25 for 50 Star-Lord T'Challa. But I don't know. I felt like that was a war offense team, and I largely skipped it. This is garbage. I don't even think this is enough shards to unlock him. If I remember correctly, Carnage is a 100 shard unlock. And if you bought this would do nothing. It wouldn't even unlock him. Can you imagine a new player like saying, "Oh, Carnage, I love Carnage, Prime Day offer." And then they buy this and then they're like, "Oh," and they can't even use him. Oh my God. This offer is trash. $5, maybe $10 would be pushing it, but $5 is the right price for this offer. All right. Let's see if we have anything else worth mentioning down here. All right. Mercenary Team Bundle. I do like this. The reason why I like this is because there is a monthly event, or I believe it comes every 4 weeks. It's a payday event, which requires 5 to cap out all the rewards, 5 7-star mercenaries, and that allows you to get 5.4 million gold. And that event recurs every 4 weeks or so. So these are mercenaries, and this will help you move towards that goal of getting 5 mercenaries to 7 stars. All right. I don't think we have anything else here worth talking about. That'll do it for today's offer review. I got to give credit to where credit's due. Thank you, Scopely, for sending that apology letter. I think that is good. And hopefully we get some clarification on what this Bionic Avenger team is. Is it going to be next patch? And we will see. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.
Fading away. I'm not gonna make it.